I don't know about you guys, but I am really excited for the Bill Nye versus Ken Ham debate on the 4th. Bill Nye has been a hero of mine since childhood, and more recently in his Big Think video where he pointed out that creationism should not be taught as science. In fact, a few of the things that he said in that video really helped me define who I am as a religious skeptic.
The idea of deep time, of this billions of years, explains so much of the world around us. If you try to ignore that, your worldview just becomes crazy. It's just untenable, self-inconsistent.
Shortly after this video went up, Ken Ham and a bunch of other creationists attempted to provide a counter-argument. They had their best creation scientists up in front of a white background. It was a sort of a strange homage to the Big Think videos. The response from the YouTube community was abundantly clear. Oh wait, that's right, they disabled likes and dislikes. Well, hopefully they kept the comments at... well, at least I can still read Elizabeth Mitchell's article, Bill Nye's Crusade for Your Kids. Thank goodness. Jokes aside, the people with the Creation Museum know that they have a viewpoint based on their dogma. When hard scientific evidence is presented against them, be it from a real scientist or even just a well-typed-out YouTube comment, they typically don't want to listen. So how do these people keep arguing in the face of overwhelming evidence? Enter our good friend, Misrepresentation. Misrepresentation takes many forms, and the first sentence of the Creation Museum video is proof of it.
The first point that Bill Nye makes is that denial of evolution is unique to the United States. I'm sure he knows better than that.
Instead of starting things off by clearly presenting their side of the case and their poignant counter-argument, Davey here decides to cast doubt on Nye's credibility. We can't possibly trust Nye. He doesn't even have his facts straight. He should know better. This is what's known as an ad hominem attack, one of the staples of misrepresentation, although I do have to admit that this is a rather weak one. Nye is a scientist, speaking from his expertise, and wanted to present his case against teaching creationism in school. He probably started out his argument this way because, to a big extent, numerous countries have banned teaching intelligent design in schools. Take, for instance, the 2007 parliamentary ruling in Europe that urged member states to firmly oppose the teaching of creationism as scientific discipline. Not to mention that Nye said that a denial of evolution is unique in America. Maybe it's just his nice way of saying that America has a unique group of unique people uniquely defending their own unique views. That's right, you're special, Davey. Now let's move on.
Bill Nye implies in his video that parents and other adults are doing a great disservice to children by teaching them about biblical creation. Well, you might be interested to know that I also teach my young daughter about evolution, and I know many other Christian parents who do the same. Children should be exposed to both ideas concerning our past. Being a good scientist and a mom, I want my daughter to be educated about evolution so that she can see the inherent problems with it.
Ah, yes, the false dichotomy, another key player on Team Misrepresentation. Georgia here argues that there are only two options in this quote-unquote debate: evolution or intelligent design. That's it. The issue that I have with this argument is that it takes a huge leap of faith from basic creation of the universe to Christian creationism. Just because you can prove that the universe was created doesn't mean you can prove who the creator was. Now, one could potentially say that maybe these people aren't arguing for the Christian viewpoint. After all, Davey told us before that creationism is also taught in Muslim countries. But that's just it. With the dichotomy set forth that Georgia presented, they've ruled out the argument that maybe the Christian or Muslim God designed evolution. And again, what about deism? There could be a creator, but that doesn't mean he's any god that humans have worshipped throughout the years. Additionally, many of the pillars of intelligent design have been pulled directly from the Bible. Biblical math says that the world is 6,000 years old. Biblical verses say that all animals were made on the same day as man, so we should accept the fact that dinosaurs lived among humans. Case in point, the creationism being presented here makes its conclusions first and then goes back to its one holy book to cite evidence, a complete reversal of the scientific method. Not to mention that these are the stances that the Creation Museum promotes. You can even go down to Ken Ham's Creation Circus and witness them yourself. But perhaps I'm being unfair, and maybe the argument for creationism can stand on its own without citing any holy book. After all, scientists need to run numerous peer-reviewed experiments before they can be taken seriously. Maybe it is the same way for creation scientists. Let's let the Hammeister himself clear this one up for us.
In fact, in Romans 1 in the Bible, it says men suppress the truth in unrighteousness. And really, when you see such an emotional response from these secularists, when you see the name-calling, the profanity, you realize what they're doing is trying to suppress the truth in unrighteousness. And really, ever since Genesis chapter 3, when man rebelled against God, our heart is that we want to do what is right in our own eyes. Because we're sons and daughters of Adam, we inherit that sin nature of Adam, and that sin nature is we don't want God.
I think I have a better understanding of what this debate on the 4th might entail. No matter what happens, though, I do hope that this video has helped you understand misrepresentation a little bit better and what separates the good debates from the poor ones. I'll be doing more videos like this in the future. I know there's a lot more to misrepresentation, and I do plan to start a series on what atheism can mean to different people. Until then, remember to respect your opponents and always listen to what they have to say, even if it's unsubstantiated apologetics. All the better to squash their case with. Hey guys, just here with another quick channel update. As I mentioned before, I am now a member of the Scale Lab network. They are a network devoted to bringing a bunch of videos on a wide variety of subjects to the people, like yourself. And I'm honored to be a voice of philosophy and atheism with them. So I hope to be with them for a long time, or at least until they figure out what an egotistical prick I really am. So until then, here's to my new home.